this is my moment, and in my life, I have always wanted to do some things and achieve some goals. I've planned, and everything that happens in our lives is always with a purpose. I desire to make those great heights. I desire to change my life, and for that to happen, I need to rewire my mind. I need to think. I need to scrutinize my behavior. I need to check whatever I do with myself daily. And for sure, as human beings, we are created to make challenges, to have solutions, to endure problems, those battles. And for that to happen, we need also to wire our brains, our minds, so that whatever hits us cannot break us but can make us strong. I desire to change not the world but to change my behavior that it may affect. Even if it won't affect the whole world, but let it affect few people. People who will see me as their role model, as their mentor, so that in their life they also come and appreciate that, Alan, you did it and you helped us in a very different way, and here we are to celebrate you. The process is not easy, and for that to happen, for me to achieve those results, I need to think, I need to structure, I need to wire, I need to readjust in my mind. And today being on a Sunday, and I'm just from the church, and the preacher of today said that limitations are what keeps us away from our dreams. And for sure, the preacher mentioned that we have those limitations that already have solutions. It's upon us to find out what the other people did. And for that to happen, you can't be sitting there to wait, or you can't be sitting there for miracles to happen. No, you have to dig deeper. You have to find your way. You have to trace it. And in that process, there are a lot of things that you will encounter. You will fight battles. You will meet enemies, rejections. But that should not keep you away from your success. That should not limit your mind. We are born great. We are born without limits. For sure, a 1-month-old baby doesn't know what's a limitation. That kid can even jump from a 200 storehouse up to the ground. But because it's so risky, she won't or he won't be able to know what the effects are. But as we grow, we start realizing that we are limited. Why do we have to limit ourselves? Yes, there are those risky moves that we shouldn't be making if they are going to affect our lives negatively, especially maybe jumping from a very tall building without protection. That will automatically ruin your life. Most probably will die. But what are those other things that are limiting us that we can be able to do but we are not doing when it comes to growth and success, when it comes to helping other people, when it comes to making yourself a better person? What is limiting you? So, life is always a journey and people don't appreciate it. The only way you can appreciate your life is by understanding the journey. You know the stopovers, you know where to let people in, and you know where to drop them out. Because in a journey, we have stopovers. You need breaks, you need to readjust, you need to moderate your speed. There's a place where you would go with a high speed, and there's a place where you have to go lower speed because you don't know what's next, you don't know what's around the corner. So you have to prepare for that corner so that whatever happens, you can be able to counter it. But a place where you need to be on 120 km or 200 km per hour, you need to do that because that one now gives you a mileage, it gives you space. And that one distincts you from normal people. It's not easy to fight this life. It's not easy even to understand success. People even don't understand what's success. People don't understand that even you graduating from high school to a university or from primary school to high school is success. People don't appreciate that. And this one, if we don't teach our kids from the early stages, they don't understand. We're always growing up fighting to be rich so that we can be able to say we are successful. No, the adjustment should be from the lower age. We should be growing up understanding that whatever we do, as long as the outcome is pleasing to our souls, that's success. That's already success. And if that is success, what should we do in our stages? As parents, as young kids, as all parents, we need to understand that in everything that we do, we have to know the exact point where we need to celebrate. Many people are into depression. Why? It's because they don't even understand what they're chasing. They haven't been able to understand what they're chasing. You see, one thing why I love reading books is because the writers or the authors of those books, they are able to explain for you what exactly it means to be successful. People will argue like, how can somebody tell me this is success? No, somebody is not telling you. Somebody is educating you. Somebody is giving you knowledge. So from that, you can be able to drive a point. You can get to understand what are you doing. Is it correct? Is it wrong? And how do you adjust? The point here is, me as a person, as Alan, there are things that I love doing, and whatever I do, they make me happy, they make me rejoice. And for sure, success is not something sweet, success is bitter. Why do I say success is bitter? One, who loves waking up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m.? Who? Nobody. Very few people. And those few people are the people who are successful. But nobody, even myself, I don't like waking up. But because success is bitter, you have to work for it. You have to fight for it. Who loves reading? Nobody. If you open a 230-page book and you're going to read those small words, even your eyes can't contemplate on them. You see, it's no easy thing. Who loves working 8 to 5? Nobody. Some even work from 8 to 12 a.m. I work very long hours. Nobody does that. Success is bitter, but the transformation of that bitterness is what makes now it sweet. You know, let's say, those things that we perceive that bitter are the best things to our souls, they are the best things to our body. For example, if you use traditional methods of treatment, like they used bitter roots and some kind of stuffs, you see those things though are very bitter, not tasty. But for you to get healed, you had to use them, you had to drink. So, will you not drink and die, or you will go drink and get healed? And that's what, once you are healed, you will celebrate the victory of success. You will chest up and say, yes, I did it. And the bitterness is what makes it sweet. So here I am, just to remind you guys that if we want to enjoy the process, let's also understand the pros and cons of that process, because it's not going to be an easy journey. I have fought and I keep fighting so that whatever I do, let it be of great value to me and to other people. Anything that you do in this world, the key point is to make sure that it makes the society a better place to be. Let you not do things that will ruin the society. It's not good to humanity. We are fighting to change. We are fighting to readjust. We are fighting to make our brains think in a different way. And for that, it makes us work hard. A successful person has no time to waste. We don't have time. We're fighting for it. We're going for it. We want to get it. And whatever we want, we have to get it. Not by means of cruelty, no. Just by doing what is supposed to be done in a good way, protecting humanity so that we can achieve it. Successful people are ready to help. So I've been on my lane, I've been digging my way, I've been digging deeper to find out how do I do it? How do I win? How do I get to that level that I'm desiring? And what's the main thing that I'm going to do in that level? What are my celebrations? What are my actions? People don't understand this, but it comes deep to us. Whenever things happen, whenever things go wrong, that's when you realize that you are wasting time. But this time, there's no need to waste time. As young people, we need to fight, we need to focus, and we need to identify ourselves. One thing as young men we lack is self-awareness. We don't understand ourselves. You see, let me explain one thing about our brains. Our brains are very bad. They are always fighting us. If you don't know by the your brain will always be your number one first enemy. That one is you, your brain. Why? Rule number one. Today, if you are supposed to go and work out, your brain will tell you, don't go. It's a hard process. It's not worth it. So, you as a person, you are fighting two things. You are fighting and convincing yourself, like, no, you are my brain, but you know what? My body also needs to be fit. So you have to go and work out. The brain is our number one enemy. Reading will help you, but your brain is like, no, those are many pages. So what do? We skip. We are not reading. You know you're supposed to go and have maybe cook good food, but your brain will be like, no, let's go and eat chips. You know, our chips is sweet to the tongue, but is it sweet to the body? That's why your brain is your number one enemy. That's why you need to understand, like, if you're going to fight for this space, number one, fight your brain. Let your brain be on the positive mindset always. Because if you win there, if you win here, then be rest assured that you're going to win everywhere. You're going to adjust, you're going to win anything that you want. That's how our brain is. The number one enemy to us is the brain. Look, all people who wanted to do something and they never did it is because of their brain. Procrastination is not because you don't want to do it. It's because your brain is telling you don't do it. So you will adjust to what your brain is. So don't let negative things in your brain if you want to win. Because anytime you let anything that is not positive in your brain, then be rest assured, it's going to multiply. Your brain multiplies very fast on negative things than on positive things. You can remember even something that happened 20 years ago that wasn't good to you, but it's the probability of you remembering something good that happened. No, it's not easy. So that's why we need to fight our brain. That's why we need to work hard. So guys, today it's not a motivational talk. It's just a real talk between me and myself. You know, as human beings, we have two personalities in us. We have the physical appearance of ourselves, and then we have the inner appearance of ourselves, the inner soul. So you need to first focus on your inner soul, then the outward appearance will just refocus. If you don't focus on your inner part, then be rest assured the rest of the things that you are doing to the outer body is just a waste of time. Be brutal to yourself, be hard, go hard, then you will win. As always, this is your boy, Alano B, the billionaire. Peace, guys. Peace.